Just like you always said it was.
Hey.
Welcome back to Collider. Today, we're diving into the magic behind the making of Outlander and uncovering what brings this incredible show to life. Let's get started. The TV series Outlander, inspired by Diana Gabaldon's epic novels, has swept audiences into a world of time travel, romance, and adventure set against the stunning backdrop of Scotland's Highlands. Claire and Jamie Fraser's gripping love story unfolded across real historical locations, sparking widespread interest as people seek to learn more about these sites and visit them in person. Here's a look at some of the places where the magic of Outlander comes alive. Inverness is a city in the Scottish Highlands, located along the River Ness, which connects Loch Ness to the Moray Firth. It's often called the capital of the Highlands. In Outlander, Inverness plays a significant role, especially in the early and later parts of the series. However, the actual filming locations for Inverness scenes are often different places in Scotland standing in for the city. Loch Ness, Urquhart Castle, and Bowley are all located in the Scottish Highlands, not far from Inverness. Loch Ness is one of Scotland's most famous lakes, stretching about 23 miles southwest of Inverness. It's known worldwide for the legend of the Loch Ness Monster, or Nessie. In the first season, Claire and Frank take a trip to Loch Ness, and while the famous Loch Ness Monster, Nessie, is mentioned, it's more about the stunning views.
So that the water horses.
Urquhart Castle is situated on the shores of Loch Ness, roughly halfway between Inverness and Fort Augustus. In Outlander, the castle's ruins help set the mood for the medieval, rugged atmosphere of the Highland landscape during that period. Bowley is a small village located around 10 miles west of Inverness. It's known for its charming atmosphere and Bowley Priory, a historic site with ties to the region's ancient past. Bowley appears briefly in Outlander during Season 1, mostly serving as a backdrop for the Highland scenery. The Great Glen Way is a beautiful hiking trail in the Scottish Highlands, stretching 73 miles from Fort William to Inverness. In Outlander, Claire and the Highlanders walk along it in Season 1, taking in the stunning views of the Highlands as they make their way through the countryside. The Glenfinnan Monument is located in the West Highlands near Loch Shiel, about 17 miles from Fort William. In Outlander, Jamie and Claire visit it in Season 1. The monument marks where Bonnie Prince Charlie kicked off the 1745 Jacobite Rising, making it an important historical spot in the show. Culloden Battlefield is just outside Inverness and is famous for the 1746 Battle of Culloden. In Outlander, it's featured in Season 2 during the emotional goodbye between Jamie and Claire before the battle. The place is super important in both history and the show, making it a key moment. From calm lochs to breezy moors, Scotland brings the story to life, letting you feel the magic and walk the same paths as Claire and Jamie.
Do you actually believe demons live in this place?
Every costume in Outlander is a work of art, full of rich detail, craftsmanship, and a whole lot of heart. The designs aren't just clothes. They're an essential part of the storytelling, immersing viewers in the world of the 18th century with every stitch. From lavish ball gowns adorned with intricate embroidery to Jamie's iconic Highlander kilts, each piece tells its own story. The mastermind behind these incredible creations is Terry Dresbach, the show's talented costume designer, and fun fact, she's married to executive producer Ron Moore. Her connection to Outlander runs deep. She first read Diana Gabaldon's novels more than 20 years ago, and the designs you see on screen have been living in her imagination ever since. Her office? It's like a costume lover's dream. Sketches, fabric swatches, scissors, and glue everywhere. She's known for her relentless work ethic and passion for getting every detail just right. The costume department itself is massive. According to Gabaldon, it takes up nearly a third of an acre. There's an entire room just for embroidery, racks upon racks of period-style clothing, and mannequins scattered everywhere. It's a full-scale costume operation, with each piece hand-sewn to match 18th century construction techniques. That's right, no shortcuts here. Dresbach and her team are dedicated to creating everything as authentically as possible, which means hours of painstaking work on details like buttons, lace, and trims. Dresbach's research process is as thorough as her sewing. She digs into history by visiting museums, studying old portraits, and examining real garments from the era. Her goal? To bring a level of authenticity that makes viewers feel like they've stepped back in time. Her colleagues often rave about her dedication, saying her designs are spot on for historical accuracy while still being visually stunning. And it's not just about looking good. Each costume tells a story. Claire's dresses, for example, balance her modern sensibilities with 18th century fashion, reflecting her unique place between two worlds. Jamie's Highland attire carries the weight of his heritage and the struggles of his people. Every piece helps deepen the characters and their journey. Ultimately, the costumes in Outlander are unforgettable because they're filled with passion, precision, and artistry. Thanks to Terry Dresbach and her incredible team, the fabric becomes a time machine, transporting us to a world of romance, adventure, and history.
You can see every inch of you, right into your third rib.
No, you can't.
A great example of visual effects when it came to filming Claire and Jamie's epic sea voyage in Outlander Season 3. The crew realized that putting Katrina Balfe and Sam Hugan on a real ship in the middle of the Indian Ocean wasn't exactly an option. Luckily, Cape Town Studios in South Africa had the perfect solution. Practical ships left over from Starz' pirate drama Black Sails. With ready-made vessels and plenty of space to build a new Jamaican world, it was smooth sailing, almost. The real trick? Making it look like they were surrounded by water. Enter green screens, giant partitions held up by cranes to create the illusion of an endless ocean. This season was much heavier in visual effects than we've ever had, says executive producer Matthew B. Roberts. Every time you look this way or that way, you have to see the ocean, so we need visual effects. Adapting Voyager was no small feat. Roberts remembers his first look at the script. There were 104 pages, and only 6 were on land. A little aneurysm started in my head. I was like, I don't know how we're gonna do it. That's just so much on the water, and we want to do it great. Thankfully, the timing was perfect. With Black Sails wrapping up, Roberts recalls asking, "Can we use the ships? Is it okay? Do we have to revamp them?" It worked out better than he'd hoped. The transition didn't take as long as you might think, moving continents, hemispheres, time zones, everything. The production faced a unique challenge with 2 very different ships. The Porpoise had high gunnels, or sides, conveniently blocking the ocean from view. But the Artemis had low gunnels, meaning they had to create ocean views in nearly every shot. Those aren't free, Roberts jokes. That's where the green screens come in. Rocking the ships was another adventure. Gimbals made it seem like the boats were riding the waves, but they also caused seasickness on land. We had to stop sometimes because there were 40 to 50 people on board and people get seasick. I get seasick, Roberts admits. Even early tests on the Artemis turned stomachs. At first, we were all like, oh, this is great. 5 seconds later, this is not so great. Most film shoots use 1 crane for a day. Outlander's ocean scenes? 14 to 15 cranes every single day. It was crazy, Roberts laughs. To avoid repeating shots from Black Sails, he studied clips obsessively. Despite all the challenges, Roberts is still amazed by the finished scenes. There was no water for miles. Even after seeing how it's done and built, it still blows my mind. It's truly movie magic.
Must help alleviate the nausea.
I don't notice my stomach yet.
With its wonderful Scottish scenery, unforgettable characters, and time travel twists, Outlander pulls you right into the story.
Maybe not as educated as you.
But I had a tutor.
It's no wonder fans keep coming back for more. There's just something very magical about it.
Slanjiva.
Thanks for watching Collider. See you next time.